Hello, how are you guys? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing an all signs love reading for you, focusing on the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. So whoever you're thinking about, that is who this reading is intended to be about. There are timestamps in the description box as well as in the pinned comment below the video. Each sign will have their own reading, and like I said, there are timestamps for you. So I will see you guys in your reading. We are going to start with Aries. Aries, we're going to grab a couple of these for some overall energies, and then we are going to jump right into your tarot. We are taking a look at the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. What is their energy towards Aries? We have obsessed. It says, I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. Stalk your socials and hope I run into you when I'm out. And then we have third party interference. And then I see text message unsent. It says it's simple. How do I feel? I want you, us, forever. Aries, I do feel here that with this obsessed energy, it is reminding me of the devil. And it's more just, I think somebody is obsessing over the situation. This is kind of making me feel like this is a no contact situation. Aries, because it does feel like somebody has like typed out a message and unsent it. They're saying that this person is wanting to express to you, but there's something holding them back. Now, for some of you, this person could be suspicious that there is some kind of third party affecting the situation. Now, third party can be, yes, like another partner, right? But it could also be maybe there's like a drinking or addiction or work or friends or family. It can be anything outside of the two of you that is impacting the connection. So I do feel like there is something here that this person does feel is going on or impacting the situation. And with this obsessed energy, I do feel like somebody is really obsessing over the situation, thinking about it constantly, like can't get it off their mind, like very worked up about it. I do feel like this is somebody who does want something with you. With this, it's simple, really. How do I feel? I want you. Like they want you here, but they do feel that there is something kind of getting in the way, or there is something going on. So I do feel like somebody, like I said, has typed out messages. There's something that somebody wants to express to you, but there's something holding them back. So we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot now and see what comes up for you. How is this person feeling about Aries? How are they feeling when it comes to Aries? Something's sticking out. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. Somebody could feel like either they could feel like you are detaching, Aries, that maybe you are, whether it's like putting space between the two of you, or, you know, trying to move on from a situation. This person does look at it like you are like trying to get your mind together or trying to protect your peace, potentially. But they do feel like you are, you know, feeling like you need some distance, or feeling like you need some space, feeling like you know, need to protect your peace. So they could feel like something has gotten to be very difficult for you leading up to this situation, up to the no contact, right? And they could feel like that's why you needed this. But they do feel like something is affecting you, okay? and this connection. Like I said, that can be, you know, multiple different things. Just take it how it applies for your situation. We have the Fool card. I feel like somebody does want a new beginning here with you, Aries, but there is something here that does feel a little bit risky about, like I said, they want to reach out. I feel like there's something they want to say, but there is something about that that does feel a little bit risky right now. And I'm not sure if it's because of the way that they are viewing you here, where they are viewing you as, you know, maybe things have not been in a good space and that you're really needing to protect your peace right now, where maybe they feel like if they were to reach out now, it may not go the way that they want it to go. Because I feel a desire to give into that feeling of like, I want to talk to you, but then kind of holding back there. I see the Four of Swords. So they're definitely thinking about things here. They're really feeling that silence. What is that expression? Like sometimes the silence can seem so loud. I do feel that here, where I do feel like this person is just, you know, really thinking about things, obsessing over things. The silence just feeling very loud to them. They could be trying to give you, you know, I do feel like this person doesn't feel like this is something that is over though, because that Four of Swords to me, it feels very like a temporary, where this person is feeling like this is a temporary situation. That's like a temporary silence, a temporary, like a break, you know, not really an ending. And that could be part of it too, because we have the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords making the 10, and then the Fool card in between it. It's almost like this person may feel like they need to give you this space. And it's feeling like, you know what, if I don't, then, you know, this could turn into an ending. So it's like somebody is, I feel like trying to give you that here, trying not to like rock the boat or make something worse here. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. Somebody could wonder if you are like taking some time to just like collect yourself or gain a sense of peace, focusing on yourself. The Nine of Cups can be an energy of just being very self-focused, focusing on your own happiness, pouring into your cup. But I also do feel like this could represent that there is somebody here who is kind of wishing and hoping for a specific outcome. And I feel like they're hoping that maybe if there's a little bit of time or a little bit of space or a little distance, that, you know, maybe things will be able to turn back around. So really hoping that this works out the way that they want it to. We have the Chariot. Some of you could live at a distance from this person, especially with the Six of Swords and the Chariot being present. I do feel like somebody could want to see you. Somebody could be wanting to like take a chance and make plans to come and see you here with that Fool card. Is feeling a little bit spontaneous, and the Chariot energy. I don't feel like that's the case for most of you, but for some of you, I feel like somebody's resisting that urge to do that. Now, for others of you here, I feel like somebody is just like really wanting to be able to get past something here with you. I see the King of Cups. I do feel like this person does love you. This person does have a lot of emotions for you. They do have a lot of love for you here. So it looks like somebody's trying to stay silent right now, even though they feel a strong urge to say something to you. And it feels like it's because they feel like maybe that's what's best right now. And I do feel like somebody's afraid that if they were to reach out right now, like I said, it may not go the way that they want it to go. But they're definitely obsessing over the situation. They do feel like there is something affecting you, Aries, or impacting this connection that is outside of you and them as well. But that is what I have for you, Aries. I do hope that this helps. And everything that you need to know, whether it's about personal readings, Patreon, the tarot course, all that stuff's in the description box below for you. And I will see you guys in your next reading. All right, we are going to move on to my lovely Leos. How are you guys? I hope this finds you well. I wanted to just pull a couple of these for some overall energies, Leo. Then we're going to jump right into your tarot, taking a look at the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. The first card that you had fly out for you, it says sex or a good time. Just going to leave that there. And then we have secret, admirer, or timid. Leo, I'm not going to lie to you. At the bottom of the deck here, I'm really drawn to it. I was trying to ignore it, but I don't feel like I'm supposed to. I wasn't really focusing on that, but it says hurting or agonizing pain. I do feel like, and then I see commitment. This is feeling so specific, Leo. For some of you, I do feel like this could be somebody that you were in a commitment with. Okay, maybe you still are in a commitment with this person for some of you. I do feel like there was something here. I say this emotional intimacy, secret admirer, or something. It's like this sex or good time. I kind of feel like for some of you, there could have been, somebody could have stepped outside of the connection. I do feel like it was the other person. I'm just going to be honest with you. With this energy, it feels like somebody does realize that they caused you a great deal of pain here. Like I said, I feel like this could be somebody that you were very committed to, like whether you're in a serious relationship, engaged, married, maybe you live together. I do feel like with this silence energy, some of you, maybe you are in a period of no contact with this person. For others of you, I feel like it could just be representing that maybe this person did cut things off with this other individual for some of you. But now it's like hard to get past the past. I do feel like somebody could have regrets. So let's just start getting into it. How is this person feeling about Leo? We have the Queen of Wands. And the Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, it could be, you know, even communication, where I feel like somebody could have been being very flirty. Like somebody could have been acting single. Is kind of how it's coming through, even if they weren't. The Queen of Wands can be something casual. It can be a fling. It's something temporary. It feels, you know, very physically driven. Like I said, I do feel like somebody could have been acting single, even if they weren't. Too many. Yeah, I see the High Priestess here at the bottom of the deck. There's something, yeah, I mean, I do feel like there could have been trust broken here, because it does look like somebody was hiding something here. So there could have been things that were going on, you know, behind your back that were being hidden from you, Leo. And it does feel like that has either caused some kind of separation, or, you know, just really impacted the connection. I do feel like, too, with this Queen of Wands energy, I do feel like this is something that this person still wants. I feel like they still do want this with you. But they could feel like ever since this happened, whether it's caused an ending or whether you're still with this person, they could feel like something hasn't been the same. Whether it's that you're more guarded or you're more closed off, or there's just something. It has impacted the connection on a deeper level as well. And I feel like this person is seeing that here. We have the Page of Wands. I do feel that somebody does want to kind of try to have some kind of new start here with you. There could be something that this, for those of you where you are out of communication, there could be something that this person is wanting to express to you as well. But there is some kind of resistance in doing so, where it feels like, it almost feels like somebody's like, well, what would the point be? What would the point be in me saying this? Or what could I say? You know, that's kind of the energy that's coming through here. I see the Three of Wands. More like, what could I say that could change anything? So this could be like, maybe they, you know, want to say they're sorry again, but they know that they've said it 10 times and that it's not going to make a difference here. It could be something like that. I feel like the other thing that somebody is really regretting, I see the Three of Wands here, is somebody could be recognizing that they were in a very selfish energy and they weren't really thinking about the future and all of the things that it would affect. Like, they weren't thinking of the ramifications of this decision, right? And how it could affect their entire future here with you. And that's kind of what this is feeling like. The Three of Wands could be a card of future thinking and foresight. And I feel like this person just was feeling like they were not looking ahead. I still feel like somebody could be trying to get into a space, Leo, where they are hopeful that at some point, maybe this is something that you guys can come back from, or you will be able to forgive them for, or, you know, something that, you know, maybe you'll be able to start to make some progress on it in the future. I feel like somebody's trying to like cling on to that hope. I see the Temperance, yeah. And just trying their best to like work through it, or be patient, or give you time to work through it here. The Temperance can be a card of transforming something from one state of being to another. So it's like from where you guys are to where they would like to see you through this situation. But it's like understanding that it's a process, and it's not something that is just going to be able to happen overnight. There's nothing that they can say or do that's going to just fix it, right? It's something that's only going to take time, you know? We're just going to leave that there. That's what I'm kind of feeling here. I do feel like somebody's having a lot of regrets. They know that they caused you a great deal of pain, and they see that it's impacted this connection on a much deeper level. And I feel like somebody, as much as they would like things to go back to the way that they were before, for some of you, they know that that may not happen, and they definitely know that it's not going to happen anytime soon. So I feel like somebody's trying to kind of be patient in hopes that at some point, maybe you'll be able to come back their way, or maybe you'll be able to forgive them, or maybe you guys will be able to work through something. So that's what I'm seeing here, Leo, but that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps, and everything that you need to know is in the description box below for you, whether it's about Patreon, personal readings, the tarot course, all of that stuff's there. If you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, I will see you next time. All right, we are going to move on to my lovely Sagittarius. How are you guys? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to grab a couple of these for some overall energies, and then we are going to jump right into your tarot. All right, Sag, we are looking at the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. What have gone on for Sagittarius? What is their energy towards Sagittarius? Something's... Okay, we have romantic feelings. And love, it says signs and meanings. So that card reminds me of, like, you know, receiving signs, synchronicities. Sometimes they can talk about like reading between the lines, as well as like looking for a deeper meaning in something here. I feel like somebody does have a lot of feelings for you. I feel like somebody does have a lot of romantic feelings for you. But I do kind of feel here, Sagittarius, that like somebody could be looking for a sign, whether it's, you know, a sign that maybe you're coming back or looking for a sign from you. Like we'll have to keep going and see what comes up, but it's kind of making me feel like a little bit of like Seven of Cups energy, a little bit of like Magician energy, where I feel like somebody is really wanting something with you here, or there's a specific, you know, way somebody would like something to go with you here, because they do have feelings for you, but they're looking to you to see, you know, like where you're at with things or what's going to happen next. Like there's something like that here. So let's keep going and see what's going on. What are their feelings towards Sagittarius? What are their feelings towards Sagittarius? Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, looking for some kind of clarity. This could also be like awareness too. Some of you, if you're not in communication from this person could be kind of like waiting on communication or wanting communication from you. Yeah, I see the Temperance with it, which is your energy. So it definitely does. It's like wanting some kind of information from you or wanting some kind of clarity from you here. Like a sign that you still have feelings for them, or a sign that you're affected by whatever is going on here between the two of you. For some of you, I'm kind of getting that this person could, like I'm getting like Page of Swords energy, where I feel like somebody could be very fixated on you, even if they're not saying anything or not taking any kind of action. They could be watching you from a distance. So this could be like checking your social media or that kind of thing. And if it's not, you know, watching your socials, this could definitely be just somebody really thinking about you, really fixated on you, kind of watching to see what you're going to do next when it comes to them, like looking for a sign here. Like waiting on you to make some kind of move or give some kind of like green light or signal or something like that, Sag. Yeah, we have the Moon card. So really feeling very uncertain about things. Really feeling like they don't know like where you're at, what's going on with you, how you're thinking and feeling, what's going to happen next. So things are feeling very uncertain for this person. I also do feel like somebody could be thinking and feeling a lot when it comes to you, Sag, that they are keeping to themselves, like they are not expressing to you or showing you, right? So this person, even though I feel like they're kind of obsessing over the situation and very fixated on you, they may not be expressing that at all. You may not be able to see that outwardly. And this part is not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, I am kind of getting a bit of a suspicious energy coming through as well. Tell me about, let's keep going. How is this person feeling about Sagittarius? We have the Hangman. So for some of you, this person could feel like something isn't moving forward or is a little stuck or stagnant between the two of you. Now, if this is somebody that you're currently involved with, Sag, this could be like maybe things have slowed down, or maybe you have a lot going on at work, but something feels like a little stagnant. Maybe you haven't been communicating as much, or maybe you guys haven't had as much time together, and somebody could be a little bit suspicious of, you know, why that is. Even if you have expressed it, it's like they're looking for something else here. Or, you know, maybe if you've pulled away from somebody, or even if you are not reaching out and you're in no contact, right? Like you're not communicating with them, they could be wondering why that is, and you know what you have going on. So it does kind of feel like there's some kind of answer they're looking for when it comes to you They definitely are feeling very unclear, unsure, and a little suspicious. We have the Knight of Swords. I'm getting a couple different things from this. So for some of you, they could feel like this energy shifted suddenly. And maybe it is. Like maybe you have a lot going on at work all of a sudden. Or, you know, maybe there's something else that just has kind of happened that has impacted and created this shift within the connection. But for others of you, if you're in separation, I definitely do feel like somebody is feeling like an urge to reach out and express something to you here. With that Knight of Swords energy. Or they could feel like if you walked away from something, Sag, or you pulled your energy back, they could definitely feel like something happened, like it came out of nowhere, or it came on very suddenly. And that could be part of the reason why they're suspicious about it as well. We have the Four of Cups here. So somebody does feel, you know, the word that's coming through is like a little bit neglected, maybe a little bit left out in the cold. Just they're really unhappy or unsatisfied with the dynamic the way that it is right now. They're really unsatisfied with the way that things are between the two of you. So they're not feeling very happy. There could be things that they want to express to you, but I feel like they're trying not to react, but they definitely feel an urge. And I feel like instead they're kind of just watching, trying to figure something out. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. I see the Queen of Cups. So especially for those of you, either way, whether this is somebody you're in communication with, I feel like they're trying not to just react, you know, because they're in their feelings. Because I feel like they're not wanting to escalate things or make something worse. They're trying to be in control of their emotions here. For those of you where they are out of communication, I feel like they feel such a strong urge to reach out because they miss you. Okay, the Queen of Cups definitely can be that, you know, being in your feelings and kind of missing you here. Looking for a sign that maybe you are affected by this too. Looking for a sign that maybe you're missing them the way that they're missing you. I feel like this is mostly coming from fear, Sagittarius, because it's like somebody's either afraid that they have lost you or that they are losing you. So that is what I have for you, Sag. I do hope that this helps. Now, everything that you need to know is in the description box below for you, whether it's about Patreon personals or the tarot course, all that stuff's there. If you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me and I will see you next time. All right, we are moving on to my lovely Capricorns. How are you? I hope this finds you well. We're going to go ahead, Capricorn, and grab a couple of these for some overall energies, and then we're going to jump right into your tarot. What do we have going on for Capricorn? We are looking at the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Okay, we have romantic feelings. That just fell out for you. And you feel like home. Being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring me so much happiness and peace. The bottom of the deck, I see this lost. I feel lost without you. I picked up the deck and we see the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like somebody is having a hard time here. Feeling sadness, grief, regret, disappointment. Still has feelings for you. So this person could still very much feel in love with you here, Capricorn. I also feel like somebody could have felt very comfortable with you. For some of you, this could be somebody that you have a history with, because it does feel like there is a comfortability there, even if it wasn't always the healthiest. How is this person feeling about Capricorn? How are they feeling about Capricorn? We have the Three of Wands. I'm getting a couple of different things from that, Capricorn. To me, it does feel like, one, somebody could be in a space where they're like trying to be positive when it comes to like future possibilities. The Three of Wands can be a card of having positive expectations for the future, being able to look ahead and see it working out in a positive way. There is also a certain level of expectation that comes with the Three of Wands. Especially with this you feel like home energy. I do feel like somebody does feel, some of you could have been in a cycle with this person where maybe you guys have always kind of come apart and come back. You always find your way back to one another, right? Where I feel like on some level, somebody could still feel like that is something that's going to happen in the future. And that's why somebody's trying to like hold on to that with that Three of Wands energy, like trying to be positive that at some point in the future, it's not going to be like this. And the Three of Wands can also be a card that kind of represents waiting as well. How is this person feeling about Capricorn? We have the Three of Swords. Yeah, so feeling very hurt, feeling very heartbroken. Definitely feels like things are very challenging here. The Three of Swords is Saturn in Libra, so it's like relationship obstacles here. Matters of the heart, definitely really struggling here. You have 2 threes, so I still feel creation, potential, expression. So I definitely feel like there are things that this person does want to say to you, but there is something here where they could feel like they can't right now. So it feels like somebody's having a really hard time, Capricorn, and just trying to be positive and think that, you know what, I know it'll be different at some point in the future. I know that this will come back around, or I know that maybe it can work later. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. We have the Nine of Wands. This person definitely does not want to give up on this connection. You know, the Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior. He gets knocked down, but he just keeps getting back up. Like, I feel like this person doesn't want to give up. But at the same time, I do feel like they're tired. I feel like they're kind of exhausted, and they could be very frustrated because this is not how they want things to be. We have the Five of Pentacles. So feeling very, one, I do feel like there's a certain level of like worry that is coming through. There's also an energy of just lack, like very hyper aware of the lack of you in their life. Like they miss talking to you. They miss, you know, the memes or the songs that you sent. Like there's just something here where I feel like it's just very hyper aware of the lack of your presence in their life. And the Five of Pentacles too, it can feel worried. It can feel, you know, a little hurt, a little left out and cold. We have the Four of Wands. Some of you, this person could view you as like a twin flame or a soulmate. I feel like they could feel like this is, how do I want to say that? They could feel like you are somebody that they have been like through a lot with, or on a long like journey. Like this has been a long journey is kind of how it's coming through with the Four of Wands. But they are still feel hopeful that at some point it's going to come together. So somebody really does want to reconcile with you here. And it's like also wanting things to be more secure, because I feel like there's been, whether it's been like on and off or inconsistent energies between the two of you, or just a lack of stability between the two of you. I feel like somebody is like, it's like wanting it to come back together, but wanting it to come together like solid and stable. I'm really drawn to the giant like castle in the background. Like that's what somebody wants. They want it to be like solid. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is your energy. So it's you know, you are really in this person's energy. They're thinking and feeling a lot when it comes to you. I also do feel like this person does feel like if you are both investing into this, like putting, you know, the time, effort, and energy into this, that this is something that you can make work. So this person still has hope for this connection. But that is what I have for you, Capricorn. I do hope that it helps. And everything you need to know is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put a little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. And I will see you guys in your next reading. All right, we are going to move on to my lovely Taurus. How are you guys? I hope this finds you well. Taurus, we're going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. We're going to grab a couple of these for some overall energies, and then we're jumping right into your tarot. What do we have going on for Taurus, please? What is their energy towards Taurus? Something. There we go. Nervous. Says, you make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to do or say or how to act. And then we have anxiety and worry. Ooh. So somebody is definitely in their head feeling very anxious when it comes to you, Taurus. Then we have lies and keeping secrets at the bottom of the deck. And unblock me. It says, unblock me. I miss you and I want to connect. Please unblock me either literally or energetically so we can speak. I have a lot to say. So some of you could have blocked this person physically. Maybe you blocked their phone number. Maybe you blocked their social media. For others of you, maybe you just said, I'm done. I don't want to hear from you. You know, there could be some kind of block there. I do feel like there was some kind of deception or, you know, something that came to the light here that triggered that Taurus for you. And I do feel like because of that, somebody is feeling very nervous and anxious when it comes to you, especially and particularly when it comes to communicating with you. So for some of you, this is feeling like somebody that you are in a no contact with. How is this person feeling about Taurus? We have the High Priestess. You know what this is too, kind of coming through, Taurus? For someone, I do feel like this is just a confirmation of that lies and secrets energy, where I do feel like somebody was keeping things from you. There was some kind of secretive or deceptive energy that has come to light, and that's why this person is so anxious. They know that it has changed things, but I'm also getting here that for some of you, Taurus, you intuitively already kind of knew things, but it's like you didn't have, like, whether it's like you didn't have the confirmation or you didn't have the proof. But now I feel like you do. And that person feels like they feel like that has changed things. How is this person feeling about Taurus? We have the King of Wands. So I do feel like there is some kind of action that this person does want to take. It's like they do want to pursue you, or they do want to take some kind of action towards you. But especially with it coming out with that High Priestess, I feel like they don't know how it would be received. And for some of you, I do feel like this person has stuff with their pride and ego as it is, where I'm not sure that this person is wanting to move towards you until, like, unless they are very sure how that interaction is going to go. I see the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands can be a card of desire. So I feel like somebody does feel a very strong desire to move towards you here. That being said, to me, it still feels like this person is in some kind of like unstable or inconsistent energy. I feel like this person is very like triggered or bothered by some kind of action that you took. Now, maybe it was blocking them. Maybe they reached out to you and you ignored it. Maybe it's just that you didn't take an action. Sorry, guys. Maybe it's that you didn't take an action and like maybe you haven't reached out to them and you normally would have. There's something like that here where I feel like somebody's very triggered by either something you did or did not do, causing them to really want to, like somebody feels a strong desire to move towards you here, but it's still not in the right energy. Like they're still in a very inconsistent energy or hot and cold or like player-like energy. I see the Three of Cups here. For some of you, that could have been what this person was hiding, is there could have been something impacting the connection outside of you and this person. Now, it could be a lot of different things, right? This could be friends or family that were impacting this. This could be, you know, a lover. This could be drinking, going out, something like that, an addiction. There's just something here outside of you and this person that this person, one, was either hiding. Okay, there was things that they were hiding from you. Yeah, we're going to leave it there. I see the Two of Cups. So I do feel like somebody does have a desire to bring something, like to reconnect with you here, to bring something back into alignment with you. And that could be part of it too, you know, especially Taurus, if you guys have separated in the past, or, you know, and maybe you always would reach out to them, or if they reached out to you, you would always respond. You know, it could be something like that here where you're not doing what somebody expected you to do or what you've done in the past. I see the Two of Pentacles here. One, I feel like this person could just have a lot going on too that they're trying to keep together. And that could also be causing them to feel a strong desire to move towards you, because I feel like there's something about you or your energy that has always been like very supportive, caring, loving, nurturing, right? So they're going through some things, or they're having a lot on their plate right now, and that's really causing them to, you know, miss your energy. But I also feel like for some of you, this person could have been trying to, like, I don't know if it's like live two lives or, you know, maintain more than one thing here. So this could be like, you know, maintain a connection with you and an addiction, or, you know, two relationships, whatever it is here. You're gonna have to take it how it applies for your situation. But I definitely feel like that there is something affecting this connection outside of you and this person. So I would be cautious here. To me, I feel like somebody's still trying to decide. They kind of go back and forth on whether they should communicate or not. I do see that maybe you have them blocked here. The Seven of Wands is a card of like, no, I'm not tolerating that anymore. I'm no longer settling for that. I feel like you've put your guard up. You've drawn your line in the sand here. I feel like this person knows that too. There's something different about this. We have the Devil. So I don't see them reaching out right now, Taurus, but I do see them obsessing over this. And I also feel like maybe you guys have gotten to that Seven of Wands energy because you're recognizing that, yes, I may still feel this person in my energy, or I still may feel connected to this person, but I also am recognizing that this is not good for me. And sometimes what we want and what's best for us are not the same thing. I mean, when that happens, it's, you know, it's hard. But I do feel like you are in a very strong energy with it here. But that is what I have for you, Taurus. I do hope that it helps. And everything you need to know is in the description box below for you. Whether it's about Patreon, personal readings, the tarot course, all that stuff is in the description box below. If you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thanks for being here, and I will see you next time. All right. Hello, Virgos. How are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your person on your mind reading. We're taking a look at their current feelings towards you. And we are going to start with a couple of these for some overall energies. And then we're going to jump right into your tarot. How are they feeling about Virgo? How do they feel for Virgo? Okay, we had one come out for you. It says, not the right time. I'm overwhelmed with responsibilities. I don't have the time or energy for a relationship. Okay, and then we have nervous. You make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you. You know what this is feeling like, Virgo? I feel that, and we're going to get into the tarot and see, but it does feel like there is somebody here who is under, like, it feels like a lot of stress, okay, where they have a lot on their plate. I'm getting a lot of Ten of Wands energy with this. It's not the right time. But I more feel that somebody may not know how to deal with whatever they have going on and not allow it to affect them, and then in turn have that impact the connection. So there could have been somebody here. For some of you, maybe they did pull back, or they couldn't like maintain both of these things. They couldn't maintain a connection with you and whatever they have going on here. For some of you, I just feel like they allowed the stress and the whatever they have going on to impact them in a way where it's then in turn impacting you and impacting the connection. And with this nervous energy, I do feel like somebody just doesn't really know what to do from here. They may not know how to, you know, fix things, or not know how to maintain things, or yeah, we'll leave that there for a moment. We're going to get into the tarot now, Virgo. Let's take a look at how this person is feeling for you. This person's feelings towards Virgo, please. We have the Three of Wands. Somebody could be worried that maybe they have messed things up between the two of you in the past. Now with this Three of Wands energy, the Three of Wands is a card of having, I'm getting a couple different things from this. Three of Wands, one can be a card of having positive expectations for the future, or like looking ahead. It's like future thinking and foresight. And it's like, I feel like somebody's hopeful that at some point, you know, things are going to be a little different, right? Maybe their workload won't be as much, or at some, like they feel like there's a point in the future where things will be easier. And I feel like somebody's trying to hold on to that. Now, it could also be here that somebody is hoping that at some point in the future, maybe you're going to be willing to give them another opportunity. That's especially for those of you where you're in a separation or no contact. For others of you where it's somebody you're still currently dealing with, you know, it's like they're just seeing a time in the future where things are easier, things are different. The Three of Wands can be a card of expectations as well. Somebody may feel like they're not able to meet your expectations. So they could feel like there are certain things that you are wanting, desiring, or expecting from them that they feel like they are unable to meet, or they feel like they have not been able to. I see the Two of Swords. It feels a little bit of an avoidant energy here. But it also just feels like very unclear and indecisive. Somebody's not feeling sure about the right approach, or not really sure what to do, what to say. And especially for those of you where maybe they did kind of like shut down or pull back or, you know, move into kind of an avoidant space while they were dealing with all of this. It's like not really sure how to come back from that now. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords. So there's something that's becoming more clear to this person. They could be having some kind of breakthrough or seeing some kind of end in sight here with this Three of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So like maybe there's some kind of solution that they weren't seeing at the time that they're seeing now, right? Whether it's like some kind of compromise or some kind of solution. There's something here that like has really come into their awareness. It could even be, you know, maybe it is coming to their awareness that they were kind of avoiding things or that they weren't making time the way that they could have. Like there's something like that going on here where there's something that this person is seeing now that they were not before. I also feel like this could be, you know, them feeling like there's something that they're wanting to express to you. But I feel like they're nervous about it. We have the Four of Pentacles. So it feels like somebody here, Virgo, is still I feel like they're still holding on to you. Like this is something that they still want. You're somebody that they want. With that Four of Pentacles, it does feel like kind of like trying to like hold on to it. But they could also be feeling, Virgo, that you may be a little bit guarded or you may be a little bit closed off because of whatever's happened here between the two of you. Somebody is unsure about if I do communicate with Virgo or if I do express this certain thing to Virgo, I'm not quite sure how it's going to be received. I'm not going to be sure if Virgo is going to be open to it. So there's something like that here too, where somebody's expecting you to be a little bit maybe guarded when it comes to them. We have the Seven of Swords. I almost said a little distrusting when it comes to them, and I feel like that's a good confirmation here. For some of you, Virgo, it could be too that maybe you started to really question this person, question their feelings, their intentions. You could have, you know, started wondering, is there something more going on than what this person is expressing to me? And this person could know that. This person could know that they're kind of avoidance or the way that they handled the situation in the past has brought a lot of distrust and a lot of instability here. So they could feel like maybe that's part of the reason why they're expecting you to feel, you know, to be a little bit guarded or closed off when it comes to them because they feel like you don't fully trust them. So, you know, they could have been telling you, oh, this is what's going on. Or they could have just been very, you know, withdrawn, and you could have started to wonder and question why that was. So it's like, will you hear me out? Will you believe me? That's kind of what's coming through here. We have the Three of Cups. So yeah, some of you could have been suspicious that there was a third party. I do feel like somebody does want to clear that energy up. But even if it's not a third party and like another person, it could have been that you felt like this person was prioritizing other things, whether this was work, and this could be like friends or family in their ear, something like that. It doesn't necessarily always have to be, you know, a third party in a cheaty kind of context. But I feel like the suspicion came up, Virgo, because somebody, like I said, maybe was withdrawn or, you know, wasn't able to invest into it the way that maybe they have in the past or the way that you wanted them to. So to me, this does feel like somebody does want to communicate with you, whether it's something specific that they want to express to you or whether it's, you know, they're just wanting to reconnect with you here. This person is hoping that things are going to be different in the future, and they do want things to be, but they feel like they could have really, you know, created a lot of conflict here, that making it difficult to know where you're at, making it difficult to know if this is something, you know, that you're still open to here. because they feel like, you know, now there's certain levels of distrust here. So I do feel like somebody's feeling very anxious about this. But that is what I have for you, Virgo. I do hope that it helps, and everything you need to know is in the description box below for you, whether it's about Patreon, personal readings, the tarot course, all that stuff's there. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time. Hello, Cancers. How are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your person on your mind reading, taking a look at their current feelings towards you and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading, personal readings, Patreon, the tarot course, all that stuff's in the description box below for you. All right, we're going to grab a couple of these for some overall energies, and we are jumping right into your tarot. All right, what do we have going on for Cancers? Something flew out for you, Cancer. No one compares. No matter how many people I have met and experiences I have, there is no one who compares to you. It says divine intervention, time for reflection. No one compares to you, in time for reflection. We're going to keep this out too because something just popped out for you. But Cancer, it does feel here that I'm getting a very clear message with this no one compares, because I do feel this energy of comparing, right? And for some of you, it definitely could be, you know, comparing this person to that person, right? So maybe this person, you know, maybe there's been like a back and forth, or maybe there's been another energy, you know, a third party type of an energy. But for others of you, if it's not a person, then I feel this, it's like my life with you to my life without you, or like a committed life to a single life. There's still something here that this person is kind of comparing, and when they're not with you, like, you are all they want, okay? But I do feel like there is something about your energy or something about being with you that does require, whether it's like requires something more of them or requires some kind of change. There's something required of that I feel like that's where they have a hard time. Now with this divine intervention, there could be somebody, or there could be something that is going on in this person's life where it's almost like, it feels like a spiritual sit down is kind of what it's. There's something coming in that is like causing this person to open their eyes, or causing this person to have to see something in a new way. And with this time for reflection, I do feel like for a lot of you, there could be somebody here that you are in either minimal or no contact with. And it does feel like it's like this person is, this time is needed. We're going to put it like that. This time is needed. Okay. The card that fell out for you, wow, we have the Four of Wands. So I am getting a very spiritual energy between that divine intervention and the Four of Wands energy. To me, this feels like, some of you, this could be like a you know, a twin flame or a soulmate, something. I feel like there's something here about a journey or a long journey with that Four of Wands. So for some of you, maybe it's like a past life connection, or, you know, a twin flame connection. It doesn't have to be for all of you, but I do feel that energy here. Now, it can also talk about taking something to the next level, or, you know, reconciling, or a higher level of commitment. So like I said earlier, I felt like there was something required from this person in order to have this. And I still feel like that here. Because the Four of Wands is like reaching a finish line. It's some kind of an accomplishment. There's something that is required of this person to be able to have this Four of Wands energy with you, to step into this new chapter, or to have this reunion. I'm also feeling, I'm really drawn to the castle here in the background of this Four of Wands, and it feels to me that things could have been very unstable between the two of you. it's a part of too what this person is wanting. It's like not just wanting a reunion, but it's like wanting it to be stable, wanting it to be solid in a way that they have not been able to be. How is this person feeling about Cancer? We have the High Priestess. Very spiritual energy coming through here. This person does feel like this is like a divine connection or a spiritual connection. I feel like there are certain things too that are coming up for this person, because you know the High Priestess, you know, it can be the things that are hidden, like certain mysteries. This person may be trying to figure things out within themselves, like why have I allowed this to be this way, or why have I not been able to make this required change, whatever it is. Like what's been holding me back. I feel like there's something about going deeper. For some of you, there could have been secrets or things that were hidden from you in the past as well. And this person could be realizing, I'm trying to think of how to say that. This person could be realizing the impact that that really had on this connection. Like the full weight of their choices. For some of you too, there is a bit of a fear of the unknown with this person as well. We have the Four of Cups. So somebody's not happy, you know, with the way that things are between the two of you right now. Someone's very, bless you, sorry, my kitty sneezing. Somebody is very unhappy or unsatisfied with the current dynamic. Like this is not how they wanted things to go. This is not how they wanted things to be. Bless you. That's too many. Some of you, that's sticking straight up. For some of you, with this High Priestess and this Four of Cups, this person may not be sure how open you are going to be to them now. And I feel like and that's specific for those of you, I feel that there has been a lot of like secrets or hidden things or broken trust. I see the Four of Swords here. So this doesn't feel over to this person. It feels like a pause, a break, a period of like, you know, a period of separation, but it doesn't feel like it's over. There's something about this where this person feels like, I know in my heart that this isn't really the end. But I do feel like somebody is reflecting on things here. We have two fours here, and to me that really confirms that energy. We have three fours here because we have that Four of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So you have 4 4. Some of you may be seeing that number synchronicity a lot. You may be seeing 4 4 4. But the fours represent stability, security, foundations. I do feel here that this, like I said, this has been very unstable in the past. And I feel like that energy is coming through as something that has been a very significant challenge. This person may struggle with making major changes as well. But I do feel like this person, like I said, there is how do I say that? There is a desire to have things come back together in a stable, solid way. I do feel like somebody's struggling with the silence too. We have the Five of Cups. There's a confirmation of that. The Five of Cups, sadness, regret, grief, disappointment. Somebody feels like they made a lot of mistakes here. Another castle in the background. So, you know, there's a lot of like desire for security and stability, but feeling very far away from it. And that could be that energy where we felt earlier with this journey, where I feel like this maybe is somebody that you have been involved with for a long time, or been a part of their life, or it's something that you guys have been dealing with for a long time. And then we have the Lovers. So there is some kind of, you know, major choice involved in this. And like I said, sometimes lovers can be a choice between two people. So maybe that is the case. Maybe, you know, but for others of you, for those of you where that's the case, I feel like that no one compares energy. It's like you're the one who has their heart. But for others of you, it could be a choice of, you know, lifestyle. There's some kind of, but it's whatever is required from them, whatever that changes, that's where that decision lies. So I feel here that somebody feels like until I really truly make this choice, I'm not going to be able to have the stability that we need here. And I've already caused a lot of damage to this connection with the secrets, with being indecisive, and I can't do that anymore. So I do feel like somebody's still in a space of figuring all this out. But that is what I have for you, Cancers. I do hope that this helps, and everything that you need to know is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thanks for being here, and I will see you next time. All right, we are going to move on to my lovely Pisces. Hello, Pisces. How are you? I hope this finds you well. Everything that you guys need to know is in the description box below for you, whether it's about personals, Patreon, the tarot course, all that stuff is there. And we're going to start with a couple of these for some overall energies, and we're jumping right into your tarot. Pisces, oh, it slipped my mind that fast. We are taking a look at the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. What is their energy towards Pisces? What is their energy towards Pisces, please? We have love, signs, and meanings. All right, and then we have sex or a good time. And then we have soon. I'm going to contact you very soon. Some of you could have Leo in your chart or be dealing with a Leo, because I'm getting some similar energies here. Now, you know, roles can be reversed, so take it how it applies for your situation. Pisces, I feel like there's somebody here that you're in separation from or no contact from for a lot of you, because I see this silence and this no contact. For others of you, you know, you could still be dealing with a person, but if that's the case, I definitely feel like things are in a very challenging space. And I do feel like there is some kind of third-party interference. I feel like there is somebody here that you were committed to. I see this proposal energy or commitment energy. So I do feel like there was somebody here that you were very committed to. But I do feel like there was some kind of third-party interference. Now, that can be, especially with the sex and a good time, that could be, you know, a physical, like cheating kind of third-party situation for some of you. For others of you, it can be other things, right? This could be an addiction, drinking, friends, something like that, that is just impacting the connection. So just take it how it applies for your situation. I do feel like if there was something going on, I do feel like that has stopped here for a lot of you with this silence and this going no contact with this third party. But I feel like either way, Pisces, I feel like it either created a separation between the two of you or it just very, very negatively impacted the connection. Like where now it's like something is just not the same, and it's like I don't know if things will ever be the same between the two of us again. Like that's kind of the energy I feel from you, is I don't know if it could ever be the same. So I do feel here though, Pisces, whether, especially for those of you where you're not in communication with this person, I do feel like you could be hearing from somebody soon. And the thing too, Pisces, is whether you're in still dealing with this person or not, with the signs and meaning. The signs and meanings is kind of looking like the it's kind of reminding me of the Page of Swords and a little bit of like the Nine of Wands, where I feel like it's like, you know, constantly on the lookout now, very distrusting. Like every time you would see this person with their phone, you'd be kind of wondering like who they are talking to. So whether that's something that you're currently dealing with right now is that level of distrust, or whether it's like something that you just know, like I don't know if I would be able to go back because that's how it would be, and I don't want to be in that energy. How is this person... Woo, we're going to take that one that flew over there, but not all those. How's this person feeling about Pisces? We have the 9 of Wands, so that's a confirmation. Yeah, Pisces, I definitely feel like this person... One, I don't feel like they want to let go of this. I don't feel like they want to give up on it, but they also know that you either have your guard up when it comes to them, or they know that you're not able to trust them. You know, the 9 of Wands is kind of like having the head on a swivel, and it's because of the experiences that he's had that he's unable to put that guard down, or he's unable to trust. It's like already expecting that something is going to be going on. I do feel like somebody could be feeling very frustrated by the situation as well, because they don't know. It's like they don't like the way that things are between the two of you, and they don't want them to be this way, but they don't know what to do to change it at this point. I see the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so somebody does want to. It's like somebody's ready, like now, like I'm sorry, I wish I would have taken this more seriously. I wish I would have been more committed. I'm ready to now. But it does kind of feel either like a little too late, or it feels like even if they are in that energy now, it's like the damage has been done. So it's not saying that it can never be healed. I'm not saying that at all, Pisces. It's just saying that, you know, you don't feel the same. You're not viewing it the same. Something is changed. I see the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like somebody here, they could have been trying to maintain more than one thing here for some of you. For others of you, I feel now like someone's having mixed emotions, not really quite sure what to do, and they're kind of going back and forth. Should I do this? Should I do that? I feel like they're trying to kind of just manage the situation the best they can. It kind of feels like damage control to me with that 9 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles, but I still feel a frustration, because they just want things to be the way that they want them to be, and it's just something that, you know, isn't possible right now. It's like they expected that it should be easier to get past or smooth over than it is. See the 5 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords it can be a card of reassessment, kind of like feeling, you know, conflicted and kind of looking back over your choices and having some regrets, like wishing that you would have done this differently or wishing you would have done that differently. So I do feel like there is some of that going on. I feel like there are things that this person wishes that they would have done differently. But the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Swords here too, especially, it's like this person knows that you don't trust them. And part of that is because the 5 of Swords is somebody who's going to win at all costs or get what they want by any means necessary. So it's like even when this person is saying certain things to you, Pisces, you could feel like, I don't even know if I can believe that. I don't know if I can trust that. So for some of you, like I said, you may not be in communication now, and this could be energy that's coming up, especially with this, I'm going to contact you soon. I see the Knight of Wands. So I do feel like somebody is going to be moving towards you here, Pisces, but it still feels like it's in a very selfish energy. It feels a little inconsistent. You know, the Knight of Wands, it's a card of desire. He does what he wants to do, what is going to feel good in that moment. And that changes, and that's going to be why it can be inconsistent. But it can also be kind of a selfish energy because, you know, he does what he wants to do, not necessarily thinking about the consequences or thinking about how that is going to affect the future or how it's going to affect other people. And I see the Page of Swords. So that's a confirmation for that energy we felt earlier, where I do feel, Pisces, that this person is going to be able to see how torn and like conflicted that you are about dealing with them, or when you get this communication from them. It's like, I don't know if I will ever be able to trust you. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to stop looking for things here. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I do hope that this helps. Only you guys get to decide what's best for you, okay? But I feel like you deserve to be in a connection where you don't have to feel that way. But that's what I have for you, Pisces. I do hope that it helps. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Nope, I almost, look at me. I almost just stopped the video and started. I already did that once, Pisces. All right, we're gonna move on to my lovely Scorpios. Hi, Scorpio, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we're gonna grab a couple of these for some overall energies, and then we're going to jump right into your tarot. What are we going on for Scorpio? We're looking at the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. What is their energy towards Scorpio? Okay, we have lies and keeping secrets. What is their energy towards Scorpio? And then we have courage and strength. This card always reminds me of the strength card. I'm getting a few things here. One, Scorpio, with this energy, for some of you, there could have been, dishonesties, lies, or secrets. There could be some kind of secrets involved in this connection, whether it's secrets that have been between the two of you, or whether the relationship was a secret for some of you. I do feel that here. With this courage and strength card, I do feel like there is a certain level of resistance or holding back that is taking place here. I'm not sure yet, Scorpio, if that's your energy or theirs. Maybe it's both of yours is kind of what I'm thinking, but we will have to see. So you could both be kind of trying to resist each other or holding back when it comes to each other right now. So maybe you're in a period of no contact or no communication. And some of you, this secrets energy could even be that you're both, very actively thinking and feeling things about the connection, but not, expressing that or letting that show. You're both kind of just keeping it close to your chest. How is this person feeling about Scorpio? How is this person feeling about Scorpio? We have the Chariot. I feel that there's a certain level of determination coming through with the Chariot. And it's the Chariot usually comes after a period of time of something being the same way. So it's like there's something here that, and it usually comes after a period of time of making some kind of decision as well. So I definitely do feel that there's this person is viewing you, Scorpio, as like maybe having made a decision, and it's like you're determined to like move forward with that decision, or maybe that decision was going into no contact or pulling your energy back. There could be something like that here where I feel like this person is viewing you as having made a decision and being determined to kind of see it through. I see the Two of Cups. So I do feel like this person does still have feelings for you. And they could know that you still have feelings for them as well. So it's like, I know I love Scorpio, and I know Scorpio still has love for me. But Scorpio is determined to, see this through. Or Scorpio is determined to, stand their ground or stick with their decision here. The Two of Cups too could indicate this person does want to bring something back into alignment between the two of you. They could feel like you are their person or you're their soulmate. And it's like they do want to bring this together, but they feel a lot of like resistance or pushback with that. This person could be determined to bring something back into alignment as well. I feel a lot of like fixed energy. So Scorpio, maybe you're dealing with another fixed sign. You don't have to, but it just feels like a very stubborn energy coming through. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. I see 2 Cancer cards right next to each other. I also see like Pisces and Leo energy here. With that lies and keeping secrets reminds me of the High Priestess. Maybe a little bit of Aquarius energy in there too. So you got Pisces, Aquarius, Leo. How is this person feeling? We have the Sun card. Scorpio, you could have made something very clear to this person. Like you could have expressed like a decision to this person, or you could have made, you know, where you're at very clear to them, and somebody is seeing that. I also kind of feel here, Scorpio, that part of this resistance energy from this person could feel a little bit like pride or ego, where I feel like there is something that this person does want to bring this back together, but I feel like they're, you know, part of this holding back is a little bit of pride or a little bit of ego, right? So that could come in with where the things that they're keeping from, that they're keeping secret too. It's like things that they're thinking and feeling that they want to say to you, actions they want to take towards you, but they're kind of like pride and ego and kind of not allowing them to. I also feel like this is this person trying to remain positive despite whatever the current reality is. And I see the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, something could be very stagnant between the two of you right now. And I feel like somebody's still trying to remain very positive. And I'm kind of getting like there's something that they're holding on to in order to do that. So it's like, you know, well, me and Scorpio have been here before and we've always come back together, or we've always gotten through it, or we've always made it work. So there's something like that that I feel like this person is kind of using as a source of strength and kind of holding on to. I see the Empress. This person definitely still feels like there's potential here. They still want to create something here with you, Scorpio. They do feel like you... like you're the one that checks all the boxes, like you're the one that this person wants. And I also do feel here that the Empress is like very caring, supportive, loving, and nurturing. This person does know that you are those things. Like you are somebody who's very caring and loving and supportive and nurturing. They know that you still care about them. We have the Two of Pentacles. So you have 2 twos coming out right on top of each other. So there could be a decision that, like I said, a decision that has been recently made in regards to this connection. This could be this person feels like maybe it was a decision between, you know, more than one person. Maybe it was a decision just this kind of life or that kind of life. Just take it how it applies. But the Two of Pentacles can be an energy of trying to maintain more than one thing. And with that keeping secrets energy, Scorpio, if this is a situation like that where you were like maintaining 2 things, this person could feel like with as caring and loving of a person as you are, that maybe was something that was becoming very difficult for you. That's a very specific message, so that's not going to resonate for most of you, but it is what's coming through with that secret energy, the Empress and the Two of Pentacles. Somebody could just feel like you got to a space where you were just unable to continue to deal with the situation between you and this person, whatever that situation may be, especially if something was unstable or back and forth. And I see the Magician. So someone's still positive, someone's still trying to remain positive, that something is going to work out a specific way between the two of you. The Magician is really wanting to, like, knowing what they want, knowing what they desire, and really wanting to make that happen. So I still feel like this person is still very hopeful, Scorpio, even if, you know, the current reality says otherwise. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps, and everything you need to know is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thanks for being here, and I will see you next time. All right, we are moving on to my lovely Geminis. How are you? I hope this finds you well. Gemini, we're going to grab a couple of these for some overall energies, and then we're going to jump right into your tarot. Ooh, something popped out for you already. We're taking a look at the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. The card that flew out, it says party or having fun. What is their energy towards Gemini? Okay, we have 2 pop out. I'm going to take them both. Oh, 3. I wasn't planning on taking all those, but we're going to. It says romantic feelings, sex or a good time, and I'm sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. I'm definitely getting some like devil energy showing up here, like that's coming through with this. Gemini, this is really feeling like, one, I feel like there is somebody here who does have romantic feelings for you, but I don't know how open they are to that. It's almost like they have feelings, but they don't want to. Or they have feelings, but they don't want to tell you that. Or they don't want to tell themselves that. You know, that's kind of the energy that I feel. The feelings are here. But I feel like the reason why, you know, they don't want to acknowledge that or express that is because I do feel like somebody has made a decision. And that's how it came through. Is like somebody has decided, okay, that that's not what they want right now. They just want something casual, or they want to just have a good time, right? They're just trying to have something. They're just trying to have fun right now, not wanting to settle down. But I feel like the reason why there's this almost like this guilty energy coming through here with this, I'm sorry how much I've hurt you, is because somebody knows, I feel like somebody knows what they want or what they don't, and they know how you feel. This person could know that you have feelings for them as well, Gemini. And you may have expressed to this person what you're looking for. And I feel like this person, it's like knowingly knows that it's not the same thing, but like keeps pulling you in or doesn't want to let you go. Like there's something here, especially with that devil energy. It's like, you know, there's this attachment here where they want you, but they want you on their terms, even though they know that it is hurting you, or even if they know that it's not really what you know, what you want. So it does feel like a bit of a selfish energy here. So it's like somebody feels like they should have let you go, but they didn't. Wow, we pick up the deck and we have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, can be kind of a selfish energy. Somebody's more focused on their own desires. The Knight of Wands can be somebody who's in and out, hot and cold, inconsistent. So you could get a lot of like breadcrumbing energy from this. And maybe that is somebody like starts to message a lot and they're being cutesy and it kind of reels you back in. And then all of a sudden they're, you know, doing their other stuff. And that's kind of what it feels like. How is this person feeling about Gemini? How is this person feeling about Gemini? We have the 10 of Pentacles. So this person does view you as like a high value person. Like this person does like see like what you bring to the table and feel like you have a lot to offer. They also are viewing you as somebody who is looking for something long-term, like somebody that you can build and grow with. You know, they see that that's what you want here. May see the Queen of Pentacles. This person definitely feels like you are somebody who shows up like 100% for the things that are important to you. So this could look like this person views you as like somebody who is a hard worker and, you know, is great for your family, is a great friend. Like you just really show up. You're very responsible. You really have your stuff together. This person views you in a really amazing light here. How is this person feeling about Gemini? We have the 6 of Wands. There's something about you that makes them feel good. Makes them feel supported, makes them feel seen, makes them feel appreciated. uplifts them. They like the attention and the way that you make them feel. And I feel like this is one thing that this person is not trying to deny at all. Is I feel like this person has no problem acknowledging your worth and seeing it. They see it, they acknowledge it. Even if it's to themselves. We have the King of Wands. This person feels a lot of attraction towards you. This person could know as well that that you're wanting more from them. Like you're wanting more actions from them. Like you're wanting to take, like you're wanting to see steps in a new direction. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles that just flew out for you. So I feel like somebody does have mixed emotions. And I do feel like it's hard for them to, like I said earlier, I felt a very deliberate energy where I feel like somebody made a deliberate decision, like, no, that's not what I want. But it's like when they're around you and they're spending time with you and they're seeing you and they're getting to know you more, it's like they see what you have to offer and they see your value. And I do feel like they have feelings, but it's almost like they don't know how to maintain that without it moving forward. And they are not willing to change their mind about what it is that they're willing to do here. I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys understand what I was trying to say there. So you could see like a flip-floppy energy. You could see somebody kind of go back and forth where one minute you feel like, okay, this person, you know, does like me and they do care and they are invested. And then another minute, you know, you don't see that. A lot of inconsistent energy. I see the Four of Wands. Yeah, somebody really does know here because we have the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands too. So together that can make the Ten of Wands. So I definitely feel like this does really weigh on this person. They could have a lot going on outside of this connection as well. Whether it's like a lot of responsibilities, a lot of work, a lot on their plate. I'm also kind of feeling here that there's something here. Maybe it's from a past marriage for some of you with that Ten of Wands, Four of Wands kind of energy. But for others of you, I feel like there's something from their past that they're still like really carrying with them. They're dragging it with them and it's making it very hard. They're not like willing to let it go or set it down. And it's making it very hard for them to think about stepping into some kind of new chapter here or having some kind of new beginning or thinking about a higher level of commitment. I do feel like somebody could have some mixed emotions because there's a part of them that does have these feelings and they do see what you bring to the table here. But then there's this part that is still holding on to whatever this is or still has all this going on and has like made this decision that that's not what they're open to. So I definitely feel like somebody who is having these mixed emotions and somebody who's kind of at war with themselves. Head and heart definitely not on the same page here. But that is what I have for you, Gemini. I do hope that it helps, and everything you need to know is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you for being here with me, and I will see you next time. All right, we are moving on to my lovely Libras. How are you? I hope this finds you well. I feel like the camera's kind of glitching here. Hopefully it's all okay. All right, Libra, we're going to grab a couple of these and we're looking at the current feelings of whoever you are thinking about. What is their energy towards Libra, please? What is their energy towards Libra? Okay, we have mother wounds. My mother is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy within me and externally. So this does not matter if this is a, you know, male or female or gender. That's not relevant here because we all have both of those energies within us. So I do feel like there could be, it could be specific, you know, mother wounds for some of you. I'm getting something about just childhood for others of you. All right, Libra, I see magnetic attraction and passion. Yeah, that's feeling like a mix of like Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands energy. And then at the bottom of the deck, I see soon. I'm going to contact you soon. So some of you could be in a period of no contact or very little contact with this person. So somebody feels a very strong connection or attraction or draw towards you, but I do feel like somebody has some like deeper rooted issues too that are really impacting them. All right, how is this person feeling about Libra? You see the High Priestess. Libra, I feel like there is a lot that this person is thinking and feeling that they are just kind of keeping to themselves. So this person could have a lot deeper feelings than they are expressing. See the Hermit. So you could have somebody who either, you know, somebody who kind of isolates or somebody who shuts down. This could be somebody who really pulled their energy back. But I do feel like during a period of either minimal communication or no communication, I do feel like somebody has been kind of looking at themselves. There is a certain level of awareness that's coming up with this Hermit energy and the High Priestess and the Mother wounds. To me, it feels like this person could be starting to become into awareness that there are things that have happened in their life that are still affecting them. I see the Queen of Swords. This person could be a bit of an avoidant energy, or but there's something that this person is seeing now that they weren't before. I do kind of feel like this period of time where this person has like pulled back or there's been no communication here. I do feel like that was something that was kind of needed because I do feel like it's showing this person some things about themselves here. There's something that they weren't seeing before that they are now. Some of you, if you detached from this person because of certain actions and behaviors, that could be part of what is triggering this. Now, somebody could want to have some kind of conversation with you. I feel like they're hoping that you're going to be willing to hear them out, but they're kind of expecting that you may not be open to it or that you may not be able to trust it here with that Queen of Swords energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So somebody may have been in this space for a little bit of time here. The Knight of Pentacles can be kind of a slow-moving energy. It can talk about things being at a standstill, figuring out what the next best step is. I also feel here the Knight of Pentacles can talk about like moving towards you cautiously, and I do feel that here where it may have taken this person a while to get here, and now that they have things that they want to say and they want to communicate, they're not quite sure how open to it you're going to be. So I do feel like somebody could be like taking their time or dragging their feet or just moving towards you cautiously. We have the Three of Cups. So somebody could be like wanting to, and especially the Knight of Plans. The Knight of Pentacles can be a card of like making a plan. So somebody could be like wanting to make plans with you. So they could be reaching out like, can we get together and talk? Can we spend time together? I would like to see you. This person could also, you know, the Three of Cups can be like third party energy. I'm not feeling that in a way of necessarily like a cheaty kind of way, but this could be like where whatever that is that's affecting this person. So it could be something that is affecting the connection that's outside of you and this person. So whatever that is, maybe it is the mother wound, maybe it's their past. There could be something like that here where I do feel that somebody's trying to figure out, how do I move through that energy? I see the Judgment card that fell out for you as well. I feel like there's this, like I said, with that Queen of Swords and the Judgment coming together, I feel like there is a certain level of realizations that are taking place for this person. I feel like they are realizing certain things. They could want to communicate that with you. I also feel like they're feeling like that, you know, ultimately the decision's up to you. This person may feel kind of, I want to say judged, but I don't think that that's the right word. I'm not judged in a like judgy kind of way, but in a, like, this person feels, I'm trying to think of the right word. Like, you've seen them, you know, you've seen the situation for what it is. You've seen them for, you know, you just see the situation clearly. Like, it's, the other word that was kind of coming to me is condemned, but I don't think that's the word I'm looking for either. Let's clarify it and see if something else comes up for me. Another word. We have the Emperor. So yeah, it's coming through as like, they feel like you've called their number. That's how I'm going to say it, right? Like you've clocked their T, you've called their number, that kind of thing here. And that could be why somebody feels like now you may not be open to them. But I do feel like somebody is kind of seeing their own number now. With this Emperor energy, it's like there is something here that they're kind of wanting to kind of get into control over. So whatever's coming up into their awareness that they realize has been having such a negative impact on them, I do feel like there's an awareness of it, a realization of it, and a desire to get in control over it and not let it control them. I hope that makes sense. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I do hope that this helps, and everything you need to know is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time. All right, Aquarius, my last but never ever least, we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. Oops, something's not there. We go. So we're going to grab a couple of these for some overall energies, and then we're going to jump right into your tarot. What do we have going on for Aquarius? We're looking at the person in Aquarius's mind. What are their feelings towards Aquarius? Okay, we have magnetic attraction and passion. Something flipped over. You have two that flipped over. We have miss you. It says missing and thinking about you. And then we have insecurities or self-esteem. And I see unclear. I don't know how I feel about the connection anymore. So I'm getting a couple different things. For some of you, Aquarius, this could be somebody that you're in separation with and somebody's just really missing you here. That magnetic attraction and chemistry, they could still feel very connected to your energy. They feel like there is a very intense or passionate connection between the two of you. This could be them having a desire to kind of spark something back up with you here. So they're still feeling like very passionate and connected towards you. They're missing you. But there is something here where this person does feel like worried or insecure when it comes to this connection, and that causes them to be like, I don't know how I feel. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's gonna happen next here. For others of you, I do feel like this could be somebody that you're currently dealing with, because with this missing you and thinking of you, I feel like this person is feeling like something has shifted, right? Something is not the same, and it's like, I'm missing what we used to be. I'm missing that closeness. And whatever has shifted here between the two of you, I do feel like it has somebody feeling very insecure and unclear about, you know, what's going on and where this is going. So let's take a look at this person's energy towards you. How is this person feeling about Aquarius? We have the Lovers. So once again, somebody does feel like there is a very special bond between the two of you, and they do feel like a desire for you, a pull towards you. They feel this connection, but there's also a level of decision involved here. So somebody could be either like getting ready to make a decision when it comes to this connection, or they feel like they need to. Now this could look like, you know, should I keep trying, or should I hold on, or should I let go? Somebody could wonder if there is something else that you are giving your energy to. I definitely feel like something has shifted here. And even if you're in separation, like something feels different. And I feel like this person is just not quite sure what to do, or what that means, or why something is different. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this person is still willing to, like they are still willing to, they still want to invest into this. They feel like there is, like if both of you were willing to invest time, effort, and energy into this, that this is something that could work, right? And I feel like they are willing to do that. I feel like they're just not quite sure if you are. We have the King of Wands. So somebody still like, this is what I want. I'm sure that this is what I want, and I want to take some kind of action. But they may not be sure if you, like, that's just how it keeps coming. It just keeps coming up the same way. This person is not, like, I feel like they're willing to take action. They're willing to put the work in, but they're just not sure where they're at with you. And some of this could be because, like I said, they feel like something has shifted or something has changed. Now, for some of you, that could be something that this person has said or done that has created some kind of conflict between the two of you. And that could be why this person's like, I'm not sure if they still want that after this. Or it could just be that this person is seeing that, you know, something has changed here. I see the Devil. So still feeling very attached to you, still feeling very connected to you. But they do feel like maybe things have gotten to kind of an unhealthy space, or there's some fear that is surrounding this. I do feel like this is somebody too who kind of gets into their head a bit as well, Aquarius. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like somebody wants to see some kind of change here. They want to shift. They want to shift the dynamic, but I feel like it's more like they want things to go back to the way that they once were between the two of you. But something has caused some kind of shift here where something is different. And like I said, Aquarius, I don't know if that is something that has happened between the two of you that has created that, or if it's just been, you know, things have gotten to a point of exhaustion where something is just different now. But somebody wants things to be back to the way that they once were. I see the Page of Pentacles. So whether you're in separation or not, I feel like there is going to be some kind of conversation. Somebody is going to be trying to have a conversation to shift the dynamic, to see if we can get things back to a different space, or to see where you're at with things. I would also say here, Aquarius, that if you're in no contact, it does look like that's going to be changing here. And somebody does, like, this is what I want, and I'm ready to put the energy in. That could be what they're expressing to you here. But they could know that there is some kind of, like, fear or hesitation surrounding this. And they could be feeling very insecure. And like for a lot of you, I do feel like it's because of something that has happened. But that is what I have for you, Aquarius. I do hope that this helps, and everything you need to know is in the description box below for you. If you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.